Hey guys, and welcome back to Misha's Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super simple and delicious chicken and broccoli bake. So let's get right into it. All right, so these are the ingredients you'll need. I have some raos sauce back there. I have some rotel HEB version, that's baby peanut. I have lots of broccoli and some chicken breast, and the cheese, of course, that's the cheese of choice I'm using. It's going to go with the spices that I'm using today. So we're going to season up the chicken. So I'm going to use this green ancho chili powder seasoning. All of these spices are super low in sodium. So, I did add a little salt, but I'm not adding too much. I'm not doing the most is what I'm saying. So this spice right here I also got from HEB, which matches the cheese. And it just brought like tons of flavor in this dish. I'm also going to use a little bit of cumin, and that's it. So easy, simple. And as a matter of fact, you don't even need seasoning like that. I'm sure y'all got salt, pepper, garlic in your house. So this is why I don't count the spices as ingredients. So, it is 5 ingredients, but I know y'all got sugar, water, and seasoning in your house. So those never count. The 5 ingredients are always things that you have to actually go to the store and buy. So that's how I count it. So I mixed up the chicken right here. As you can see, it's well seasoned and ready to go. And yep. So remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box as well. So now you want to add your broccoli to a big pot, skillet, whatever you have. The skillet is actually screaming hot. As you can see, it's already smoking once the broccoli hit it. Now for me, I don't want it to accumulate too much liquid and steam versus sear, which is why I cranked it. The heat is cranked. Okay, it's on the highest number, which is number 9 or 8, one of the two. I'm going to use the same 3 spices on the broccoli and mix it up. As you can see, I had a little bit of coconut oil down in here. It's already gone because that's how high the heat was. As you can see, it's charring up and getting ready. See, look at this. Dry pan, and the broccoli is toasted. Altogether, this took about 10 minutes for it to get to the tender consistency that I prefer. So once your broccoli is nice and cooked up, I'm not going to dirty any other dishes. I'm going to add it directly to the pan that I'm going to bake everything all together. This is actually like 7 o'clock in the morning because you guys know it gets super hot down here. So I would never use the oven after like 10 o'clock. That's a no-go. Once I get that settled, I added the chicken to 2 tablespoons of butter and a tablespoon of more oil. And you want to spread out your chicken. I ain't saying mix it up. Oh, Lord, somebody ain't listening. Put the chicken in the pan and spread it out. Do not mix it up. Leave the chicken alone. Don't bother the chicken. You see me leave it alone? Leave the chicken alone. And then about 5 minutes or so, you start stirring. You see how it's nice and caramelized with chicken breast. It will start to boil. Okay, so put it in there and leave it alone and keep your heat at medium high. At this point, I believe my skillet was on number 7. So yes, it's up there. And make sure your chicken is also room temp. Do not cook cold chicken. That makes it tough. You guys know the drill. I tell y'all this all the time. So once the chicken is nice and cooked, this is how it looks. And this too, I'm going to take and just pour right on top of the broccoli and set it to the side. All right, so now you're going to take the mild tomatoes and chilies, or rotel, child is rotel, okay, at this point. And you want to sprinkle it all over. Now, at this point, I don't really mix it per se. I just zhuzh it around a little bit. Now you're going to take your raos sauce, your Alfredo sauce, which I feel like is the best one. It has a lot of flavor. And you want to pour it all over the entire jar, all over, everywhere. Just like I'm doing here. Nice and creamy, delicious, good to go. You don't have to rinse out the jar per se. It's enough in there. And now you're just going to zhuzh it around again. Let everything nice and even. The same amount of broccoli on one side, same amount of tomatoes, chicken, da-da-da. And now I'm going to sprinkle on some of the cheese. Y'all, the fact that spice mixed with that cheese was just like magic in this pan, literally. So yeah, I live in Texas. Everything was bought at HEB. If you can't find it, I think maybe Amazon, because y'all know Amazon got everything. So I'm going to mix up this cheese in here a bit. so it could get down in there and everything. And then I'm gonna top it with even more cheese. I'm telling y'all now, this dish is one of them ones, honey. This dish is one of them ones. And I didn't miss the pasta or the rice. However, if you're not on a diet or not on a low carb diet, you do not need to do, you could add this to pasta, rice, whatever you want to add it to. Sop it up with some bread. However you want to do it, it's 100% fine. If I was to eat this though with noodles, I would do egg noodles. I feel like that would really be good. But look at this, y'all. In the oven, once the cheese is nice and melted and everything's nice and bubbly, that's when you know it's done. I didn't have a time limit. It was on 375. When it was bubbly and melted, I took it out. So now I'm going to put it in my meal prep containers because I actually meal prepped this week for dinner. And look how creamy this looks and just delicious. Like, ugh. I also ate some for dinner. But y'all, it's so good. It's seasoned perfectly, not over seasoned. And y'all, do not put a bunch of seasoning in your sauce. This sauce is seasoned, you guys. Don't say I didn't tell you, because you're going to oversalt your food. It is seasoned. It's not the cheapy cheap stuff. No shade. So yeah. So this is what it looks like, and this is how I meal prepped it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you for your support. I have another video coming up, and we're actually going live tonight too as well. So I'll catch you next time. Bye.